The StatX First Responder is a powerful new life safety and fire suppression tool for firefighters. The following video footage shows the application of the First Responder in a typical fire scenario.
Firefighter, we're searching at this point, unprotected by a hose line, and encountered a room with these tight conditions. One of the ideal situations would be to have one of these First Responder 500 units with you. All you would have is once you've gone in there and ascertain that we need to get a hose line in position, but do not have it there yet, simply deploy the device, roll it into the fire, allow it to take off, and we're going to fill it with the First Responder 500 has successfully knocked the fire back. It is not totally extinguished. We still need to go through an overhaul process to prevent that rekindle from happening, which we just demonstrated. During this time period is where we would have been calling for a hose line to have the engine crew stretching and down the hallway to where the member has encountered the fire. Once the hose line is in position, you can see that the fire has stopped growing. It's being held in check, especially by shutting the door once the First Responder 500 has been deployed. Approximately a minute has gone by at this point. What we will do is say that we have now successfully stretched a hose line into position. I will ventilate while my partner opens up and continues to extinguish through the overhaul process with the fire.
The First Responder has been successfully demonstrated at sites around the USA. Following are firefighter comments on its use and applications.
We deployed and it effectively stopped the fire, kept it from growing. Deployed one and then we waited about 90 seconds or so and then deployed a second one. We actually talked about the fact that if everybody had one that was in doing a search, one person finds it initially deploys it to get the fire to stall, and then if we need to buy a little bit more time, we can deploy one later on and keep it in check. You see the initial stages where you're leading into Flashover, this potentially could stall it.
Right. Oh, it knocked it down pretty good. It knocked it down enough to where you could get in there if you had to.
If you were trapped in a fire, Sean, and would you see this as an opportunity to get yourself out for egress?
I see it as another tool in a toolbox, yes. If a department wanted to utilize those, you could definitely carry one in a billow pocket on the side of your bunker gear and deploy it to save you 30 seconds or so if you had to get out. I also see it as an application for like a compartmentized attic fire that could slow the burn rate down, and also for basement fires. If we had a compartmentized area where you could suppress that fire, at least maybe take some of the BTUs out so you didn't take a beating going down the stairwell, I also see that as an application too. But I'd like to try that.